Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what blessings and changes are coming your way. So yeah, here we have three piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the green Aventurine, we have pile 2 with the Citrine, and we have pile 3 with the Carnelian. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on anything, the angel numbers and the timestamps, the crystals, their properties. It's really up to you, but yeah, go ahead and pick a pile based on your intuition, and we will see you in your respective pile. Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what blessings and changes are coming your way. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, I didn't bring my oracle cards. As you can tell, I'm not in my normal place. I'm actually in Chicago. Super exciting. It's my first time being here. Yeah, it's super fun already. Love the vibe and aesthetic of this hotel room, but I forgot my oracle cards, which sucks. But I really do want to do more of these, like, what you need to hear, blessings coming your way type readings. I've been told that I do too many love readings, and I'm not gonna lie, like, those are the ones that get the most views and they are the most recommended, but I really like doing other types of readings as well, like messages from your spirit guides, things that you need to know, things that are like yeah, coming your way, basically what I said. So yeah, I'm just gonna make do with what I do have. I do have my astral dice, and I do have these love oracle cards, so maybe you can find other messages, and I do have this little booklet that I always carry with me. I literally got it at Barnes and Nobles. It's called Believe. I'm gonna roll the astral dice, see what page it lands on. These have like really motivational quotes. They can sort of serve as oracle cards. Yeah, I'm just gonna improvise it. I'm not even gonna, like, fool you guys. We'll see what messages we get. Okay, so I'm going to start off by picking cards from the tarot deck to see what the general energy of this reading is. We already got a card. Interesting. So we got the Nine of Swords. I'm seeing that you guys are stressing over something that you really don't need to, okay? Like, this is some sort of limiting belief that you have, something that really does not require as much attention or energy that you are giving it, okay? So this Nine of Swords, I always say it's in between the Eight of Swords and Ten of Swords. Eight of Swords has to do with self-imposed restrictions, whereas the Ten of Swords has to do with external restrictions or external stress, external pressure and burden. And I'm seeing that you're kind of letting it get to you too much, okay? You're letting your external circumstances impact your, like, internal state of mind to a point that is not needed. Like, I'm seeing that you're overthinking. I'm even seeing that some of you guys could have a sleeping schedule that's a little bit off. Like, you could have insomnia. That's kind of also what the Nine of Swords represents. But you are giving too much power to this thing outside of you, okay? And I was going to say you can't control it, but I actually don't believe in that at all. I think you can control anything that comes your way. But I remembered the Strength card. It would be so cool if we drew that. But the Strength card is basically about taming your ego self, aka the lion, by using your internal strength, your spiritual strength, by manifesting, not really forcing things, okay? Forcing things never works, but I'm just seeing you have to kind of change your state of mind, your perspective on certain things. And, it's good to process the emotions that you are going through. It's good to, like, figure out, where it's coming from and things like that. But at some point, you have to start thinking differently if it's affecting you to the point where you're losing sleep or you're so anxious that you're missing out on things. It's okay to take rest days. It's okay. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to just stay in bed, for one day or 1 or 2 days. But, like, if this is something that's continually happening, then clearly, that is something that needs to change. Of course, take as much time you need to heal. But I'm really seeing, like, now is the time for you to really practice resilience, to show your strength, okay? Because you are very strong individuals, okay? You have overcome so much in life, and this thing that you could be going through right now, it's really not as serious as you think it is, okay? Again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is just the message that I was called to give you. You always have free will in your reality. You are not confined to a tarot reading, but I am saying that, there are so many better, brighter days ahead of you. It's really just all about your perspective, okay? I'm just seeing that there needs to be kind of a shift or change in mindset. Yeah, but do not lose sleep, okay? Sleep is very important, okay? Sleep is conducive to your well-being in so many ways. Seriously, a lot of things can just be solved if people, fix their sleeping cycles. Like, it's backed up by science and everything. You have to get a certain amount of sleep and go with your circadian rhythm. So you can definitely even do research on that. I'm just saying, even fixing your sleep pattern will help improve your state of mind and relieve the stress and anxiety a lot. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of messages that I got just from this card here. But if you are going through it, oh my gosh, like, I am with you. It's so normal. It's part of the human experience. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. I promise you things will get better, okay? Like, honestly, time is the best healer. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and pick some more cards. Yes, I love it when the cards like fall out. This literally almost fell on the ground. Okay, so we got the Five of Cups and we got the Page of Wands. Yeah, so I do feel like this Five of Cups kind of clarifies this Nine of Swords pretty well, because of something that's affecting you. I am seeing it is external, but I'm also seeing that you have let it gotten to you, to a point where it's like just stressing you out so much, and it's like causing you to like embody this Five of Cups energy where you feel like things are just going down the drain. You're focusing on spilt milk. Like, do you see these three cups that are turned, that are spilt? They're toppled over, and then there's these two cups standing upright in the background. So I'm really seeing, this clarifies everything that I was saying about how you have to start thinking from a positive mindset. Okay, you have to shift your perspective on what's going on and really tell yourself, like, look, I've been through a lot. I've been through so much worse. I can get over this, no doubt. Yeah. Also, if this isn't resonating, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile, but I am just sensing a lot of like stress and tension. Okay, but I am seeing that it's gonna get better. Okay, I am seeing that things are definitely going to change. Things are definitely going to shift. In fact, I'm seeing that your anxiety is a blessing for you. Okay. The fact that you feel that way, the fact that you feel so much, the fact that you're probably an empath if you are on this channel, if you watch tarot readings, more likely than not, you are an empath. You could even be a highly sensitive person. You have to leverage that to your benefit. Okay, you have to use those emotions in a way that's going to benefit you, because those are really powerful emotions. In fact, like when you manifest, the energy behind it, the conviction behind it, like, really pushes and sometimes can even expedite your manifestations, even if it is negative energy, as long as it's turned into something positive. Okay, I'm really seeing like channel that energy into something productive, because I really do see a lot of opportunities coming for you. I'm seeing like, okay, you are bound for so many great things if you're watching this. Okay, please let that be the biggest takeaway from this reading. You are destined for this great path, this great journey, and I do see that you are going to receive a message really soon. I am getting something to do with traveling abroad. Wands is fire sign energy, so I'm just feeling like, you're a very passionate person. You have so much that you think about doing, think about accomplishing. You really think about the kind of impact that you're trying to make on people. I'm just seeing you have a big journey ahead of you. There's something really big coming, and it's going to like change your life in the best way possible. It's going to be conducive to you. It's a gift that honestly your higher self is giving you, because again, everything is within you. You are the universe experiencing itself. So this is something that you are giving yourself once you have elevated to a higher state of mind, or once you have lifted yourself up spiritually and vibrationally. Okay, yeah, I'm really seeing that you are going to go through like this big shift. I don't know if you've already started feeling it. You could have, but there is this big shift that's coming, and it's really going to make you go through this energetic upgrade that's going to be attracting a lot of opportunities, a lot of people, a lot of fun times too. Yeah, wands, I always associate it with like, it reminds me of fire signs, partying, like just going out and things like that. But I'm also associating this with like new opportunities, leadership opportunities as well. That's also something that like, the wands represents. But I'm seeing like, you're gonna start like you're gonna climb up the ladder, because you see this page, it's not exactly like a knight, king, or queen, but it's like, everyone starts somewhere. So you're gonna have to start, and it's not gonna feel too overwhelming. It's not gonna feel too intimidating. That's what I actually really like about this Page of Wands, because sometimes it's like, if you just get the King of Wands in the beginning of the reading, that can sometimes indicate intimidation or like things are moving too fast, or it's still a very good card. It's still a very like positive omen, you know, positive card in general. But like with this Page of Wands, I'm seeing that things are going to go at a pace that you are very comfortable with, and you're gradually going to build, you're gradually going to like, you know, I keep like hearing climb the ladder, corporate ladder. It doesn't have to be that way. I mean, I work in corporate, but like, yeah. um it's just whatever it is, whatever your life path is, whatever you're meant to do, I feel like you're going to really learn that trade well. You are going to start where you need to, and you're actually going to move a lot faster, because this is like a pretty fast paced card, but it's going to feel good. It's going to feel natural. It's not going to feel too intimidating or like too, you know, out of your league or out of your comfort zone or anything like that. Like that's, you know, something I like about this card. I forgot already, like it's really warm in this room. I feel cold all the time, so I like turned up the heat, and it just feels really warm. Like I feel like I got this like warm fuzzy feeling. Like I'm even seeing that you could be attracting like really warm, kind-hearted people that are really going to elevate you and uplift you as well. Yeah, I see huge changes coming to your social life as well as career opportunities and what you are meant to do in your life. Okay, your soul's journey, your life path. So that's really positive. Okay, and I see that all of this is going to happen because you already are working on channeling your anxiety and anything that doesn't serve you into something positive. And if that's not something that you feel you're doing, like you are actually, so give yourself a pat on the back. You need to give yourself a lot more credit than you do. Like you deserve so much more credit. Is yeah, I said that twice, so that's a prominent message. But don't ever underestimate yourself, and don't undersell yourself. Okay, keep that in mind. This Page of Wands also does have to do with confidence, but like not coming off like too cocky or anything. Like you're gonna find like a good medium. Like I feel like a lot of you are humble. Okay, like I this reminds me of that meme where it's all like shoot, like I forgot the actual words, but it's like you're already okay, I totally forgot, but it's something about like I just wish I could remember the words. I swear it'll come to my like tongue like at some point in the reading. Maybe it'll come to me in pile 2 or 3 or something like that. But um let's start the week off humble. That was like the last line. You're already doing well, but like, you know, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna give it up. But like my point is, don't undersell yourself, don't estimate yourself. Because you are so much more than like you think that you are. Okay, one other thing that I do remember is that like there was this quote or statistic that says like you're 5 times more attractive than you think you are, which is a good thing. Like people find you to be more attractive than you think that you are. So yeah, that's also great. Yeah, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is really amazing. I feel like because you will have worked, you will have taken this opportunity, you will have built yourself up, you will have done all the work, the research, the um, you know, putting in the time, energy, effort, being enthusiastic, being motivated. I'm seeing like a really strong start. You're going to start something off very strong, or maybe it is something that you've already started, but I'm seeing like because you will have worked on it. And again, this is something that you could even currently be doing. You're going to get to this Queen of Pentacles phase, which is really great. This is all about actually getting these opportunities, a lot of opportunities coming your way. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very independent, someone who knows how to pave her path, and you know, don't worry too much about gender, but you know, just someone who knows how to pave their path to abundance by working really hard, by not giving up, by staying true to herself, by being genuine and authentic. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of hard work, but I'm also seeing smart work. Okay, like not to the point where you overwork yourself and you're doing things that you don't need to. That's also another message I'm seeing. I feel like a lot of you are hard workers, and you are the kind of people that don't like to give unless you feel like you have put in some sort of like, you know, real work. And I'm seeing, you know, that's a great quality because this tells me you're a very genuine and authentic person. You're very hardworking, kind, loyal. But another thing that I'm seeing is that, you know, don't let anyone like walk over you, okay? Like for example, this is just an example, but at work it's like, you know, when you're an intern, maybe when you're starting off, like the higher ups will give you more work just to like, you know, kind of not have to do the work themselves. Like I'm really seeing that, you know, people will even like respect you more, and you know, want to give you a promotion or some sort of like, I'm really seeing an increase in money and abundance if you show that like, look, I am hardworking, but I also know my worth. I also you know how to stand up for myself, and I do things in a way that, yes, does render me to be hardworking, but also like smart. Like I'm seeing like be kind of strategic about doing things. I feel like a lot of people are gonna praise you and admire you for that. I definitely feel like if you're watching this, you're probably very intellectual. You're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for. Yeah, but I'm seeing like, you don't need to do tedious work if that's not something that you don't want to do or you don't think is necessary. Like I'm really seeing like speak up for yourself. But of course, like, don't do it in a way where it's like rude or anything. Or if you're just starting off something, then yes, do what's given to you. Do put in the work. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you first start off, it is a lot of work. Okay, the whole thing about intern, like I've been there, like, the higher ups, they give you a lot of work to do and it is tedious. But I'm seeing like if that's the only thing that you're getting, then like, kind of tell them like, look, I think I'm capable of doing so much more. Give me a chance to prove myself like otherwise, or you don't even have to say that, but just do that. But yeah, I do see a lot of abundance coming your way, financial abundance. I'm seeing like career opportunities coming your way, really big career opportunities that are life-changing. I'm even seeing like moving to a new city or something like that. Honestly, from Chicago, okay, like yeah. So I see like a big city like New York City or Chicago or LA, San Francisco. If that's not something you want, that's okay. But I'm just seeing that like your goals are so big, you dream really big, and you're going to be achieving all those dreams. So yeah, this is really positive. I love that for you, Pal One. Yeah, and having stress, having anxiety when it comes to anything, your job, work, your life purpose, like your hobbies even, that is totally normal. Okay, like you do not need to beat yourself up about it, but it's like at some point, kind of just find a way to move past it in a healthy way, or maybe channel that energy into doing something that's very conducive and productive. So yeah, or conducive to your well-being, higher being, and productive. Yeah. Okay, you are gonna love this. Oh my gosh, we got the Ten of Pentacles and World. Oh my gosh, so many opportunities coming your way. Big opportunities with the World. I am seeing traveling of some kind, or just something big. If you don't want to travel, if you're comfortable where you're at, I am seeing you might have to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Like you don't have to travel if you don't want to, but I feel like this World is a very like magnanimous card. It really speaks to like, big things coming your way, new cycles, an old cycle ending so that something new can come in, some sort of new opportunity, or maybe like, getting a promotion, or maybe I'm even seeing like moving within the same company or field that you're in, or moving. Like I'm just seeing there is going to be some sort of change, and it's going to be good, and it's not something that you have to fear, because I feel like it's going to come at the right time, and it's going to be very lucrative for you. It's going to be full of abundance with this Ten of Pentacles. Definitely a lot of financial stability coming your way, a lot of great offers as well. I'm even seeing that people might want to collaborate with you on partnerships, or reach out to you for some sort of yeah, like I'm just seeing collaboration. I was trying to think of a synonym, but yeah, or it could just be like, a lot of people are going to be hearing about you. You're going to be connected to like other recruiters, and people are going to like, your name is literally going to be said in rooms, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like there are people that are recognizing you, recognizing your talents, recognizing your skills, recognizing your hard work, recognizing your authenticity and integrity. And yeah, I'm seeing because of this, people are going to like a lot of people are going to want to give you opportunities that are going to result in a lot of financial abundance and increased money, and it's going to be really good for you, and it's going to be something that you genuinely enjoy, something that you genuinely like. And I know we got a lot of earth signs, but I am seeing that there is going to be flexibility. Okay, like we definitely will have space to move, space to grow. So overall, it's going to be really good. It's going to be very it's really going to set the tone for your like farther off future. Okay, so whatever it is that's coming your way, I'm seeing like be very careful about what to offer, because I feel like it is going to pave a path for, like I said, your longer term future. So don't settle for any opportunities that you don't feel are worthy of your time. I'm seeing that like you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of talents, and do not settle for less. Okay. So yeah, but I love this Ten of Pentacles. I'm really seeing you're going to come into financial stability. This also does have to do with like old money. Maybe you're going to be like the first one in your generation to kind of like start that, or you're going to be the first one to build generational wealth for some of you, or maybe some of you could even come from that. But I'm really seeing something to do with generational wealth, and it's going to be really good for like your predecessors. That's such a weird thing. Your children, your children's children, or people after you, or your siblings, or whoever that you care about. I feel like it's going to be like something that's going to be handed down from generations. I already said generational wealth, but something I wanted to say is like, if that seems a little bit too far off, that's okay. Or if you don't want kids or something, that's okay. But I'm just seeing like you are going to be abundant no matter what. So that's really great. I just said that because okay, I'm totally like talking about the wrong card. Oh my gosh, this is the World card. I meant to talk about the Ten of Pentacles. It does have like a family pictured and a whole dog. Like that is something that you want. You're gonna have that. Okay, you're gonna have that stable love life. You're gonna have that stable family. I'm even seeing you may even meet someone who's kind of rich or has old money, or I'm seeing something to do with a boat or a big house, or their parents are rich or something. Okay, so I just see a lot of like money and abundance coming in your life. Sometimes this even represents like this, and the King of Cups can even represent like sugar daddy type status. I'm not saying do that, but I'm just seeing that you could be meeting people that are going to motivate you to grow and hustle. Maybe you're going to be meeting like role models and mentors, or yeah, that are going to like really inspire you. And I'm even seeing maybe having an actual conversation with them or communicating with them, or if not, like just figure out some people that you look up to. Like there's a lot of YouTubers if you're into finance. I mean, Nate O'Brien, Graham Stephen, or Stephen Graham, something like that. Yeah, I'm just saying now is the time for you to find some sort of role model, or whatever it is that you want to do. I work in finance and tech, so I talk about that a lot. But it would be really great to find some sort of role model that is in the field that you're in, communicate with them, network with them, or even just like look to them as inspiration, and see the changes that happen in your life once you know what it is that you want and you work towards it. Like the universe rewards you for that. Okay, the universe loves a soul that knows what it wants. But yeah, overall, a lot of financial abundance coming your way. It is yours, so claim it. Wow, I really, really, really love this reading. Okay, I'm gonna roll the astral dice to see what else is coming your way. But I'm also seeing a lot of stability in general. Okay, stability, security, traveling, fun, big things, goals being accomplished, big desires, you being happy where you're at and being compensated for your talents, and overall just like having the money to buy whatever the heck it is that you want. Okay, like I'm thinking like selling sunset, big houses, like $3 million plus houses. Yeah, in a really nice place too, if that is something that you want. I mean, I don't think anyone doesn't, there's no one that would say no to financial abundance, because people have different things that they can do with the money. So whatever works for you. Your goal could be to help people. Your goal could be to help different charities, or travel to different countries, set up your own nonprofit. Really leave your mark on the world. So yeah, whatever it is, like you're gonna have the money to do that. That's what I'm seeing. I even feel like maybe this job or this new opportunity that's coming your way, it could even be something that maybe you're not the most passionate or excitable about. Because see, we've got the Page of Wands and we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which means you are going to be very financially abundant. But with the Page of Wands, it's not really a King of Wands, so you might not be like the most passionate, but it's still something that you'll like. But it'll give you enough money and financial abundance that you will be able to do something you like in the future. Definitely have hobbies. If there is something that you really love doing on the side, keep doing that. I'm just saying, like, now's the time for you to hustle. Now is the time for you to grind. Okay, really do that, but in a way that doesn't stress you out, because even with all this like Pentacles energy, Earth sign energy, it's all about stability and security, but without like over stressing and overworking yourself. Okay. Yeah, there's certain cards that do dictate like overworking, but I didn't really get that. I'm just seeing like a lot of abundance coming from all the work that you are going to put in. But I mean, that just goes, it's kind of obviously, don't stress yourself out too much, because everything is going to work out for you. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll the astral dice. I also want to pick a quote from this Believe book that I have here, just to see what we have here. Ooh, we got Taurus. This is amazing. Taurus is the second house of wealth, possessions, finances, assets. Like, you're gonna come into so much money, you're gonna feel secure, you're gonna feel stable. I'm even seeing something to do with like a fashion and wardrobe change. It's interesting because I'm filming this during Libra season, which is associated with Venus. So I'm even seeing like now is the time for you to get that haircut, or buy those new clothes, or switch up your accessories, or buy that new jewelry, if that is something that you want to do. I'm really seeing like a big glow up coming for you as well. Yeah, and then we also got Pluto, so huge transformation coming in for you. And then we got the fourth house. Okay, yeah, so I feel like this huge transformation, like it could have something to do, okay, because the fourth house has to do with like family and things like that. So like maybe you could, like, I keep seeing like generational wealth. You're gonna build up so much money that it's gonna be passed down to generation, or you're gonna be able to help your family out. Like, if, let's say, like, if you need to help them out, like monetarily or something like that. Or it could just mean like your family's gonna be really proud of you for everything that you've accomplished, and they're really gonna see you, like, transform and be this, like, new person that is, I feel like you are already successful, motivated, very inspirational to a lot, but like you're gonna like reach that, stage where like you're going to be recognized a lot, you're going to be applauded a lot more people are going to be reaching out to you, wanting to give you opportunities, a lot of people are going to be mentioning your names in rooms, like I said. Yeah, so that's also really beautiful here. But yeah, we got like Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio energy as well, if you were wondering. And yeah, this world also has to do with fixed signs. Fixed signs is all about like, like exactly what it says, being fixated on something and really achieving it, not giving up, being persistent, being just going after it, and not letting anything tear you down, not letting anything even shake your confidence. And it's interesting because we got Taurus and Cancer energy, like Taurus and fourth house energy, and these are like some of the most like stable, reliable type signs in the zodiac. So I'm just seeing you're going to be coming into a lot of stability and security. I'm even seeing in your love life, I feel like your love life is going to be really great too. Yeah, with the world, I'm even seeing maybe you could meet someone that is a little bit different than you, maybe a different culture, race, ethnicity. But if that doesn't resonate, maybe just someone who might have different views, but someone from whom you can learn a lot from. I'm even getting like Sagittarius energy. Also, someone who could be like pretty rich or well off, or someone who's gonna motivate you and inspire you, and someone who you are also gonna inspire and motivate, and you're gonna have like really great conversations and really get along well in that aspect, and you're really gonna hype each other up and teach each other a lot. So that's also something I see coming for you. I mean, if you are already seeing someone, I'm seeing that your conversations could definitely shift to like, okay, what should we do? Let's focus on the future. What's our end goal here? Like a lot of talk about future and the stability, future and stability, and like I'm even seeing for a lot of you family, marriage life, home life. So that's also really, really exciting. Major transformations coming your way for sure. Okay, so we got 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip to the 4th page of this Believe book to see what quote we have here. Again, this is from Barnes and Nobles. Just it was like randomly there. I wish I could tell you the name. It's from the Peter Popper Press. Believe, a wonderful little book of inspiring quotations. Okay, I barely even showed you the book. I don't know why I'm talking about it so much, but okay, yeah, we got 1, 2. Actually, flip to the page 3, 4. Okay, this is the quote that's on the 4th page. Sorry, it is like mirrored, so I'm just gonna read it out loud. We are all part of creation. All kings, all poets, all musicians. We have only to open up to discover what is already there. I really love this. This is by Henry Miller. Um, we are all part of creation, all kings, all poets, all musicians. We have only to open up to discover what is already there. Yeah, so everything that you have, all the skills, all the talents, it lies within you. It already has. It's just a matter of you, like, stepping into that vibration and really manifesting in order to, like, reach the higher version of yourself. Okay, so like for example, if you want to get better at something, just talk about it like, okay, I am amazing at this. There's a couple of affirmations you can use, like, I earn more than enough money than I need to doing what I love. Okay, like really try to mix in love and stability, like being passionate about something that you like, but also being stable, because you can have both. Okay, I'm also seeing this as like, you can have whatever it is that you want. You don't have to compromise. There definitely are people who are making a living doing what they actually love. Okay, seriously, it's just sometimes our brain is geared to think negatively, and we just think, oh, we can't have that. Oh, it's hard for me to have a love life and a stable you know career life. It's always one or the other. No, those are limiting beliefs. You have to get rid of those limiting beliefs. Okay, because you are so talented. You have so much within you. Like this literally says all kings, all poets, all musicians. Maybe some of you guys could even be musicians, artsy poets, or whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like I've covered so many different careers, like tech, finance, poet, artist, career, musicians, teachers, whatever it is that you want to do. We have only to open up. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Don't be afraid to really sell yourself. Don't be afraid to make those connections. Don't be afraid to talk to people. You're not bragging. Okay, it's not wrong to do that. You should sell yourself in a way that, like, people are going to be really intrigued. Of course, yeah, don't be cocky, but it's just like, a lot of people have a hard time talking about their own strengths and talents. I'm seeing like now is the time for you to hype yourself up, because if you don't believe in yourself, who will? Okay, and there is like a tactful way to doing that, like without coming off cocky, but without coming off too like self-deprecating, because sometimes it's like, it's good to be humble, but like I've just personally noticed that like people they're like too humble to the point where like it just seems like self-pity, and that's like just as bad as cockiness. So like find a good medium is what I'm saying, but like don't think that you are wrong for talking about your strengths. It's not, it's not like, I mean, it's okay to brag sometimes, but it's not like, like you have to, okay, self promotion is great, okay? But like I said, when done tactfully. So just try to find a good like balance. Okay, I'm just saying the same things over and over again. Clearly, I have to be a little bit more tactful, yeah. But it says to discover what is already there. So again, you have everything that you could possibly need within you. It's just a matter of you really embodying that vibration, which can be done through like, self-work, literally just manifesting, literally just thinking positively. You don't have to do anything external. You just have to think like, I am more than worthy and capable of living out all of my dreams to their fullest potential. I am more than capable of achieving all my desires. I'm more than capable of love, money, success, abundance. Again, making a living, making more than a living, being a millionaire, being a billionaire, whatever it is that, whatever goal it is that you have while doing something that you love. So yeah, don't compromise whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what blessings and changes are coming your way. So yeah, as I said in Pile 1, I am in a different city, as you can see, different location. I am in Chicago, okay? I was originally in another state. I'm not going to give too much of my details, but yeah, I am in a different place than I originally was, hence the change. But I forgot to bring my oracle cards, but I really wanted to film this reading. I was called to do this. So I'm just going to, of course, pick my tarot cards. I'm going to roll the astral dice, and I'm going to read you some quotes from my little book that I got from Barnes and Noble called Believe. Okay, so like I have astral dice which have numbers on them, so I'm just gonna flip to the page. Gotta make do with what I have, just improvise a little bit here. But yeah, all you really need is tarot cards. Okay, oracle cards are great, even though I really do miss them. I'm sure we're gonna find some really great messages. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards to see what is going on. Sorry if I'm a little bit hyped. I literally had a pumpkin spice latte a little bit too late in the day, so I am super hyped. It's like literally almost 11 p.m. But I was called to do this reading. Okay, I really want this. I really want to give you all these great messages. Okay, like oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Okay, we got the Fool. We got the Nine of Cups, the Fool and the Nine of Cups. We got a lot of other cards too, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick them. Yeah, so many of them just like fell. Okay, we got the Four of Wands too. I'm getting too excited here, but we got the Fool. So I'm seeing there's a new beginning coming your way. I'm also seeing that you're gonna be doing something really fulfilling, or even getting into a relationship that's really fulfilling. I'm seeing fulfillment coming your way. I'm seeing new fun, passionate times, or like making new memories that are going to be really fun, that are going to be really passionate, that are going to be really like memorable as well. Yeah, Nine of Cups does speak to, it does have to do with like wishes come true, desires coming true. So I really see that coming for you. Okay, if there has been something that you really want, and you know what this is, it's going to come true. This is your sign that it will come true. You have literally manifested this reading. So yeah, and this is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment. And I'm just seeing like before that happens, there's a little bit of a renewal that needs to happen like within you. I'm just seeing something to do with like changing the way that you think. It's a similar message that we got in pile 1, but I'm seeing that you have to let go of something that doesn't serve you in order for you to have this like fulfillment, in order to have this wish come true. Because I am seeing that for some of you, like this is a sign, this is a message that like in order for you to truly experience this to the fullest, because sometimes it's like we get what we want, it is what we initially wanted, but we're not as like hyped up anymore because we're still holding on to like some sort of limiting beliefs, or some sort of even pain or anger or negative feelings from some other source. And that's kind of like the worst thing. It's like being rich. This is an example, but being rich but not being emotionally satisfied, right? So I'm seeing that, like, that's not the case. That's not what's going to happen with you. You are going to get this amazing new blessing that's coming in. For a lot of you, I am seeing that it's going to be like fulfillment in love for sure, but also career, like doing something that you're going to be really passionate about, doing something that is really going to render you successful, but also like, it's going to be good for your mental health. It's not going to be something that like stresses you out. Like overall, I see better and brighter days coming for you. Yeah, but I am seeing, this Fool does have to do with like renewed energy, new energy, being passionate, being motivated, taking on a new task or assignment with enthusiasm. Okay, now is the time for you to kind of get enthusiastic about this thing that you want, so that the universe actually knows that you want it. Because it's like sometimes, I'm just saying, like, you gotta just show it. Like, you gotta show them, like, look, this is what I want. I'm gonna go after it, or I'm gonna manifest it. um I really want this. Okay, because sometimes, okay, what I really meant to say when I said that is, we do want certain things, and it is in the back of our mind, but we're not as excited about it, and that's kind of what slows our manifestations. Okay, don't force anything, but it's just like, if it is something that you really want, be sure first of all that it is what it is that you want in the first place, because sometimes it's like, if we don't even know, that means we don't want it bad enough. Okay, I'm really seeing that if there is something that you want bad enough, you got to work towards it. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the energetic work, the physical work, the spiritual work, like everything. Okay, and it will come to you. And like, not to a point where like you're forcing anything or stressing yourself out, not that either, but it's just like, I'm seeing that, like, the more conviction, the more faith, the more just like, energy you put into it, the likelier it is to come, and that too really fast. And it's just going to be fulfilling for you in every way, like emotionally, mentally, but it's also going to, like, be something that you're very passionate about. Yeah, so do that as well. And again, I'm getting a couple of different messages here. I am seeing like something great is coming for you in your love life. You're gonna be with the person, or meet a person, or maybe it's someone that you're already with, and you're gonna like unlock this like deeper bond with one another, emotional. I'm definitely seeing, like, having a kind of like heart to heart, maybe even emotional conversation, and things being emotionally fulfilling, or like, that moment, that aha moment, and like movies and TV shows that you see where like the couple really fall in love with each other or something. I mean, you definitely could already be in love and things, but like, it's just, I'm seeing that you're going to strengthen your bond with this person, or maybe meet a new person if that is something that you want. That is going to be very fulfilling. It's going to feel really fun. I'm seeing a lot of fun dates, like, honeymoon type vibe as well. Like, this Fool is all about like the beginning of something, like oftentimes the beginning of a relationship where things are all good, there's no resistance, there's no fights, anything like that. And I'm just seeing like this is someone that's going to stick around for a long time. I really do see a long-term relationship, or long-term romantic relationship coming in for a lot of you. Yeah, but I also did get a lot of messages about career. So I'm seeing that you're going to be in something that is going to get off to a oh my god, get off to a great start. And it's also gonna like be something that you genuinely enjoy, something that you genuinely like. But I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, this is going to require knowing what it is that you actually want, knowing what your dreams are, knowing what your wishes are, for you to manifest it. Okay, because like, you need to give the universe a little bit of a push here. If let's say you're in a job that you don't really like, I feel like, the universe definitely can catch on to that, but they kind of, it's like your angels, your spirit guides, whatever it is that you resonate with, are kind of telling you, like, okay, clearly you're not super passionate about this. What is it that you want? It's like they're kind of pushing you, urging you to do some introspection, to do some digging in, do some self work, to find out what it is that's truly going to fulfill you, because no one knows other than you. Okay, you do not have to do something just because society tells you, or dare I say it, your parents tell you or something. I mean, maybe initially, maybe to get started, at the end of the day, like, I'm sure you have people that wish the best for you, and if they're urging you to do something, it's literally just because they're looking out for you. You know, they're hoping that you'll do something practical that will render you to be financially stable and things like that. I'm seeing a lot of people really do have your best interests at heart, but at the end of the day, like, yes, do be practical, do save up money and things like that, but also have some things on the side, maybe hobbies or other like side hustles or other activities that are going to give you that emotional fulfillment. And I'm seeing that for a lot of you, you're going to turn that into something that's going to be really lucrative, something that's going to be, like beyond your wildest dreams. You're going to be doing something that you love, and as well as something that you're actually going to make a lot of money out of, and you're going to be more than financially stable. That's a similar message that we got in pile 1, but pile 2, I'm really seeing a lot of things coming for your love life as well, you know, more than like the other one pile that we filmed so far. But yeah, emotional fulfillment, new beginning, like things aligning with your vision, your goals, your passion coming in for you. So that's really positive. That's really, really exciting. Yeah. So we also did get the 5 of Swords. So this is kind of a constructive criticism card. I'm really seeing this as a sign from the universe to not surround yourself with negative people, to not give yourself negative self-talk, because this 5 of Swords basically has to do with just negative words, negative communication, whether that be in the form of gossip or your own, you know, self-talk, or maybe even toxic people. I see that, like, you know, you have to get rid of anything that doesn't serve you, okay? In order for this, like, new, amazing, fulfilling times to come in. It's like the universe is saying, like, look, you've been holding on to something for too long. This is your sign to just throw it out the window. There's no point in you stressing yourself out, feeling, you know, sad over something, or letting something consume you, letting something, like, you know, impact you. Like, you know, sometimes we have haters, okay? Even I have them on my channel, but it's like, you know, people that try to bring you down. And I'm just gonna say it, mostly because they don't have much going on in their life, or they're projecting their issues, or they're insecure, you know. Either cut these people off or don't entertain that. Okay, now is the time for you to kind of take back your power and set some, like, boundaries. Okay, and this could also just have to do with, like, negative self-talk. If there's not really, like, you know, external things, external circumstances that are weighing you down, sometimes it just could be all internal. I'm seeing now is the time for you to do those positive affirmations. You know, there's so many on TikTok, like, I don't chase, I attract, and, you know, just so many great affirmations that are really going to change your mindset and your way of thinking. So this is a message similar to what we got in pile 1, but really channel that anxiety into something positive, something conducive to your highest goal, being self, and just something productive. Okay, but I do want to let you know that feeling anxious, it's a part of the human experience. So, you know, don't beat yourself up about it, and do process those emotions. I'm not saying just push it to the side or anything like that, but it's just like, you know, feel it, but then reclaim your power. So that's just a constructive piece of advice that we got here. Okay, so we also got the 4 of Wands. Very interesting. Like, I'm seeing something to do with the marriage, wedding, celebration. I really feel like your love life is going to be thriving. I'm seeing something to do with 4 and 9 that could be relevant. Maybe 4 weeks from now, or 9 weeks from now, or 4 days, or 9 days, or the 4th or 9th of a month, or 49 just could be something that you're seeing, or 444, 999. Actually, 9 does have to do with the ending of cycles, and 4 does have to do with stability. So I really do see stability coming in, especially for your love life. But, you know, this 4 of Wands could also mean, like, pursuing your passions. Okay, this does have to do with Venus and Aries. So I'm going to say both your love life and your career life, or whatever it is that, you know, you want to do with your life that you feel like is making an impact on other people and earning you money. It's all coming together. I'm even seeing 1111. You know, these 4 rods, or these 4 wands, always remind me of 1111. So I really see both parts of your life coming together. And yeah, this is also going to require you to, again, have a positive mindset and think that I can have it all. I can have an amazing love life, and I can have an amazing career life, and I can do something that is impactful, that is fulfilling, something that's going to really leave my mark on the world, whatever it is that you want to do. So yeah, do not let these limiting beliefs fool you. Do not let your anxiety take over. Okay, at the end of the day, your thoughts have to be stronger. You know, your positive thoughts have to be stronger than your negative thoughts. And you kind of, I'm just seeing, like, having control of your thoughts, having control of your mind is really something that's going to push you forward. I'm seeing that you are already very passionate. Yeah, this whole thing with Venus and Aries, you know, that's why I was saying both your love life and your career life, or material life, is going to come in order, because Venus does have to do with, you know, love and also finances and career life. But Mars, Aries is ruled by Mars, and that also has to do with, like, passion. So, you know, all of these combined together, I'm just seeing you're going to be feeling really fulfilled, you're going to be feeling really happy, you're going to be feeling really satisfied. And yeah, I'm seeing that in order to keep that going for you, because I feel like for a lot of you, you're able to manifest certain things, but at times you feel like, you know, you lose it. Like, let's, for an example, if you manifest a person or a relationship or something, it's going well, but then it kind of, like, you know, stops or slows down a little bit. That's because you have to keep doing self-love affirmations. You have to feed yourself positive thoughts. Okay, you have to keep thinking, like, literally, I know it's the most, like, cliche or most like overused piece of advice, but honestly, self-love is what's going to change the world. But change the world, yeah. See, I'm getting so ahead of myself, but I'm so excited for you, pal, too. um but I'm even seeing, like, sometimes in work, like, you have a really great day, then a week, then a couple weeks, but then like things just kind of like, you just have like a bad day or a week, which is totally fine. That is normal. That is, again, part of the human experience. But I'm really seeing, like, um it's like the universe sometimes can be testing your resilience, and in order for you to be resilient and not let that boggle you down too much, it's really a matter of you doing these self-love affirmations and hyping yourself up. Okay, I'm seeing that, like, for some of you guys, it's like you could be on this grind, you could be doing really well, but then like one thing kind of knocks you down, like one comment or one minor inconvenience to your mental health. I've been seeing so many of those videos, and it's just like it kind of keeps you down for a while. It doesn't have to be the case, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but I'm seeing if that has been the case, I'm seeing like you're gonna really be able to show your resilience. I feel like you're gonna be more resilient. Okay, let me backtrack that. Like, that's not something that's gonna happen anymore. Like, you're gonna see something happen, you're not going to be as reactive, you're not going to be as like defensive, you're not going to be as like, you're not going to let it take over too much, and you're just going to step back up. Okay, again, it is normal that these things happen. It is normal for us to feel down, but I'm really seeing that you're going to you're going to come out so much stronger, you're going to come out so much more confident in yourself. And I'm seeing that, like, like, you deserve the world, like, you deserve so much more, and you're really destined to do great things, and you cannot let these like little things boggle you down for a long time. And that's something that, like, your higher self, that's a piece of advice that your higher self really wants to give to you, and it's something that's going to be changing as well. So that's really positive. I really like that. Yeah, there's 2 cards that came up right. This is amazing. Yeah, we got the 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, it's literally stuck to, yeah, the table here. Beautiful marble table. Maybe I'll show you this. Maybe I'll do another pick a card reading with this marble here, but I really did want to get on and show you this beautiful ambience and hotel room. Yeah, but anyways, I digress. We got the 8 of Wands, so I feel like there is something that's coming in quick, okay? This new opportunity, this new love, this new like emotional fulfillment, it's coming in faster than you know it. And it's like the whole thing that I was saying about resilience, it's almost like the universe, aka you, because we are technically the universe experiencing itself, is going to like kind of see if you're ready for it, okay? It's like, I'm seeing like whether or not you're ready for it, like, it's gonna come to you anyways. Something else that I got is that, like, sometimes we're not completely ready for anything, and that's okay, because like, who is completely 100%, 110% ready for like everything in their life? Like, something, sure, but I'm really seeing that like now is the time for you to step outside of your comfort zone, and the more you do that, the more opportunities you're going to attract, the more confident you're going to be, the more you're going to be able to network and communicate, because this actually does have to do with communication. So I really do see communication coming in, recruiters, people wanting to reach out and give you opportunities, people like talking you up to other people to give you these opportunities. Yeah, you're really going to be doing something that you're very passionate about, and you're going to be like so happy when you start noticing the benefits um, of all the work that you've put in, all these amazing opportunities that you've attracted. Like, you're really going to reap the benefits, and they're going to be huge. They're going to be bigger than you even expected and imagined. Yeah. And then we also got the High Priestess. Yeah, so I really like this card. It's full of like wisdom, getting closer to your higher self. This is associated with the crown chakra, which rules the noggin here. So it's all about I'm seeing like meditation coming in, doing what's best for you, really connecting with your higher self. I would even recommend doing crown chakra meditations. You can literally find them here on YouTube. Literally just meditating like 10 minutes a day is really going to help you. It's really going to help you clear your mind, clear your energy, increase your focus, increase your awareness. I'm really seeing now is the time for you to be aware of all these new opportunities that are coming your way. Okay, now is not the time for you to slack. Now is not the time for you to like, like whatever, don't like, I'm actually seeing a lot of opportunities are gonna come your way because of all the work that you've already put in. So don't stress yourself out either, because I feel like you are gonna be reaping the benefits of the like labor that you've already done, the hard work, energy, effort you've already put in. Now is the time for you to simply receive those opportunities. Okay, I don't chase, I attract. Yeah, and like be open to receiving those opportunities, and best of all, choosing what is best for you. Okay, and I'm also seeing this does have to do with the 12th house, which has to do with things unseen, the hidden realm. So I'm really seeing now is the time for you to be strategic. Okay, this High Priestess is smart, she's intellectual, her gut feelings are always right, she always like ends up like choosing the right thing, or like knowing like good from bad, like because their crown chakra is so highly activated. So now, yeah, I'm really seeing that like there could be some things that are coming your way, and then there's like, okay, there are some things that are coming your way that may not be as great as you think they are. So it's like, don't jump at like the first opportunity that you see without doing research. Maybe the first opportunity is it, maybe that is what you are meant to be with. But I'm seeing like, do your research, because there are things that are hidden. I'm really seeing like instead of like loopholes, like negative things, rather positive things. Like, you know, there are some like contracts, like some just opportunities in the world where like when you do your research, there's so much you can gain out of that. Like, for example, little taxes. Okay, there's so many like ways to get around taxes, and if you do your research, it's like, you know, opening a nonprofit, like, or starting an LLC, like there's like hidden benefits. There's hidden, not just taxes, but like monetary, financial benefits. So kind of like I'm seeing like, look, like read the contract deeply, do look for those loopholes as well. I'm also seeing that, yeah, maybe some things could present themselves as like really fulfilling, really enticing, but like aren't really as great as maybe other things that are there. So it's like, don't be fooled, do your research, um, really like leverage the intellectual part of you. And yeah, you know, just I'm seeing your, again, your crown chakra is going to be highly activated, or you know, that's definitely something that you should work on, for you to receive the best. Okay, like another example, like, you know, when you're looking for like hotel deals or something, I'm trying to make it, you know, relatable here. You know, there's some hotels that like look really great, really enticing, but they're like super far away from where you want to be. But then there's another one that's closer. Like, I'm seeing like, weigh the options and choose what is best for you, and do your research. And like I said, don't just jump at the first thing unless you have done your thorough research, and even go with your gut instincts. A lot of the times those are right too, but I'm seeing like kind of combine the two, because it's, I'm not gonna lie, like instincts aren't always right. It's kind of like the whole thing with first impressions. It's like, oh my gosh, it's literally 11:11. I literally heard a buzz from somewhere, I don't even know where, but 11:11, claim it. Yeah. But you know, for sometimes first impressions can be wrong. Actually, that's also something that, you know, this card represents, what I was saying about like, don't just jump at the first thing, because there could be other things. But yeah, basically, you know, you're smart. A lot of you are more than capable, but now is the time for you to be aware. Now is the time for you to like kind of look into the hidden, read between the lines. Is also another spiritual download that I'm getting here. So yeah, a lot of great opportunities coming your way. I also feel like you're going to be, like I said, more spiritually in tune with yourself and your higher self. This does rule the moon, which rules the emotions as well. So I'm seeing that the next new moon or full moon, I'm really seeing full moon vibes. Use the next full moon to manifest what you want. I really feel like it's going to help you. It's not needed, because again, everything you have is within yourself. All these things, like, you know, even like scripting and new moon manifestations and drinking, like, you know, charged water, like they're all great, but at the end of the day, it's really about your thoughts, it's really about your mind, it's really about what you're feeding your mind, your mental diet. But I am seeing that, like, you know, if you're here, you're probably spiritual, and it definitely could, you know, make you feel a lot more confident about your manifestations and, you know, all the good things coming your way. But I'm really seeing the next full moon. Okay, make use of that energy, and maybe take a glass of water, charge it overnight, charge it with great intentions, and then drink it the next morning, or manifest on the full moon, whatever it is that you want to do, or visualize, script. Honestly, scripting on the full moon is super effective, as well. You know, it's a great like anxiety reliever. It's super therapeutic. That's just something that I personally like, and I've seen so many positive changes from it. Oh my gosh, everything I've scripted is like coming true. It's actually so like scary, but in a good way. It's like the emerald tablet, like, or just whatever you write like comes true. Yeah. But I really see all your manifestations are going to come to fruition very soon. Okay, it's just a matter of you having faith and confidence in yourself, and faith and confidence that it will. And again, do not settle for less. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the astral dice to see what houses and other aspects and numbers we're getting. And I'm also gonna like go ahead and pick a quote from this belief book, my makeshift oracle cards. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, we got Saturn. Interesting. Or is this Jupiter? I always get confused. No, this is Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter. That is literally the planet of good luck, abundance, karma, good karma, the universe really being on your side. Oh my gosh, this is a very lucky period for you, okay? you're gonna notice a lot of really great things happening, and you're even gonna be like, wow, it's crazy that even I get what I want. It reminds me of Megan Fox in that movie with Lindsay Lohan, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, where everything just happens according to her. She's a master manifester in that movie. You guys should watch that movie. Like, she like manifests everything she wants. Like, things always go her way. Like, even at the end, it's like, you know, she does get, like, spoiler alert, she kind of does like fall into the fountain or whatever, but it's like she's still able to make amends, and Lindsay Lohan's character is still nice to her. But yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, like, even that girl in real life, yeah, master manifester right there. We also got this Cancer sign here, so you know that has to do with like home life, but also emotions, like being more in tune with your emotions. And the whole home thing reminds me of stability, so I really feel like you're going to be noticing a lot of stability coming into your life. And then we also got the fifth house. This is exciting. This is like Leo energy. Fifth house has to do with like being recognized. Okay, I'm seeing that a lot of people are going to really notice your efforts. You're going to be recognized and praised for everything that you're doing, and a lot of people are going to be wanting to give you opportunities, extend you offers. I'm really seeing you're going to be in the spotlight. Maybe if you're on social media, on TikTok or something, you're really going to be like blowing up or going viral overnight. But I'm really seeing like attention coming in a good way, and in a good way. This could even mean like maybe getting promoted, your boss, or you know, your higher ups are going to take note of like all the hard work that you've been doing. And yeah, basically I'm seeing a lot of like abundance coming in your, like, you know, fourth house of Cancer. So like, you know, emotional fulfillment, like I said, with the Nine of Cups, and even like, you know, feeling a lot more like stable and secure within yourself, and even like home life, good things coming for your home life. Maybe you're going to be connecting with your family members a lot more, or reconnecting with them. Yeah. And then also in the fifth house, which has to do with your passions, which has to do with you know, even career. Like Leo actually does have a lot to do with career. Sometimes fifth house, you know, it also does have to do with like intimacy, adventure, you know, like with the romantic partner as well. So I see all of those aspects of your life really experiencing a lot of abundance, which is really exciting. Yeah, so the only number we got here, I guess, is 5. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to the 5th page of this belief book, or the 5th quote, and see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's mirrored here. Sorry, you can't really read it, but I'm just going to read it out loud. Oh, this is a Shakespeare quote. Our remedies oft in ourselves do lie, which we ascribe to heaven. Basically, all's well that ends well. That's literally what it says here, okay? So, honestly, I'm not really the best at like deciphering or interpreting Shakespeare quotes. I'm actually gonna leave that for you to do in the comments. What do you think this quote means? Our remedies oft in ourselves do lie, which we ascribe to heaven. Okay, Shakespeare was a Taurus, but like, yeah, like I'm a Taurus too, and it's sometimes I'm just like, what was this guy saying? You know, all's well that ends well. So if someone is good at, you know, interpreting Shakespeare, write down your interpretation. Maybe you can even do a little bit of research on what that really means. But something that I did get out of this is that, like, you know, you don't have to worry, because this is our remedies often ourselves do lie. So all the answers are within ourself. Okay, I feel like that's been the general theme of this reading. We are the universe experiencing itself. So whatever it is that we're going through, we have the capability to solve that, to remediate that, to give ourselves the best version of you know, the lives that we deserve. Okay, give ourselves the best of everything, because everything, again, it lies within ourself. It's, you don't need to look to the external world for anything. Okay, I mean, it's okay to look for confirmation, like tarot readings and things, just to kind of see where you are internally. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, what you think of yourself, the thoughts that you feed yourself, aka your mental diet, is really what's going to, like, you know, help you manifest all these things to their fullest, and also help you keep those manifestations, which is also very important. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 3, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what blessings and changes are coming your way. So I've said this in the earlier piles, but I am clearly not in my usual filming room. I'm actually in Chicago, literally in a hotel room. So I did forget my oracle cards. I have like 2 tarot decks and like a love oracle deck. and some crystals. But I do have my little booklet here called Believe that I literally got from Barnes and Nobles, and I do have my astral dice, so I'm gonna try and get some messages from here. You know, gotta improvise. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with your reading. I'm gonna first pick cards from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. I have really been feeling this deck, really been connecting to it. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of cards that are flying out here. Okay, so we got the Three of Wands. Off the bat, I'm seeing there is some sort of travel coming your way. Maybe you already booked a trip, or maybe this is something that will come your way, or present itself through another opportunity. This is something that you might even manifest, like for example moving for a job, or moving for college or something like that, like something big that's going to really impact your career as well. That's one message I'm getting. For others, it could even just be a trip that's really going to help you um, learn more about yourself, learn more about the world's wonders. I'm currently reading The Alchemist. If you haven't already read The Alchemist, maybe this is a sign for you to read The Alchemist if you haven't already. It's such a deep book. Okay, it's a really easy read, like literally middle schoolers can read it, but there are really deep messages in there that are conveyed in the simplest of forms. It is about travel, it's about finding yourself, it's about like the truth of the world. It's also about like um just connecting with yourself, connecting with the world, and also about manifestation. I mean, the name is literally The Alchemist, so yeah, alchemy basically is manifestation. So highly recommend checking that book out. But yeah, with the Three of Wands, I also associate this with Sagittarius. I do believe that is the sign that corresponds to this card, and that has to do with exploration, travel. I know this is Three of Wands, but I'm really getting ninth house energy, really finding yourself through exploration and travel, learning more about the world, learning more about other cultures, learning more about like different topics, really expanding yourself, expanding your knowledge. So that's a big thing that's a big blessing I see coming your way. I feel like I'm seeing something to do with three. Maybe the next 3 months you're really gonna level up a lot in terms of like maturity, knowledge, information, even intellect, but just yeah, experience in general. Like I feel like you're gonna learn so much about yourself in the process, but it's like you're gonna be the most interesting person at dinner tables. You're gonna be like the most like intriguing person. You already are. I'm seeing that a lot of you are very interesting. You have a lot going on for you. I feel like you're the kind of person whose brain just cannot like keep quiet, and like you have to be trying different things, trying different hobbies. You're already good at expanding yourself, but I'm seeing there's something really big that's coming your way that's going to do it on an even bigger level, and it's going to be like maybe even something that you don't see coming. I'm seeing that there's a little bit of an element of surprise, maybe not a total surprise. Like let's say for example you've applied to like a remote, or not remote, but jobs abroad or to another city or something like that, then maybe you'll hear back. But I just see there's some sort of life changing experience that is coming for you that will most likely involve travel. And if that's not really something that you want to do, I'm seeing that it could just be, expanding yourself wherever you are, but still gaining that experience that one would when traveling. Of course, it's not the same thing, but I'm just seeing some sort of level up in your ninth house. Okay, I would even recommend figuring out what planets are in your ninth house, um, and seeing and see what's coming for you there, and seeing how like the current planets from whenever you're watching this is going to affect you, because it's going to look different for other people. This is just a general reading, keep in mind. But I am seeing that like it's going to um, change a lot of what you already know, maybe change your perspective on things as well. Maybe not like in a huge way, but I see some sort of like shift, some sort of mindset shift, some sort of like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I came out a changed person or something like that. Like it's really gonna elevate you in, it's gonna elevate you holistically, spiritually, intellectually. Um, yeah, it's looking really good. It's looking really exciting. So that's good. Yeah, we also did get the Ten of Wands. I was gonna say Ten of Vibes. Why did I get that word? Okay, but the Ten of Wands, I am seeing you are the kind of person that does take on a lot of stress, pressure, burden. I'm even seeing, if you're watching this, you could maybe be prone to procrastination or putting things off until the end, because you are a perfectionist. I feel like a lot of you watching this, you want things to be done right, and if they're not, then that's something that you could even like beat yourself up about. or like you have this fear of it not being good enough, and it's, maybe even more subconscious like than anything, and like you just end up doing that, and it's like a habit or a pattern that's been happening. So I'm really seeing that, now is the time for you to kind of reevaluate those habits, kind of, rethink your priorities. And I'm seeing a lot to do with time management as well. But with this 10 of Wands, another thing that I'm seeing is like, don't stretch yourself too thin. I feel like you could be involved in a lot of activities. You could be involved in so many different things. I feel like you are already the kind of person that loves expanding their knowledge, keeping busy even, but like, don't do it so much to the point where you are overexerting yourself and you're not taking in time to really grasp life in all its purity and awesomeness. Okay, uh, that's just something I'm seeing. Like, this could even be a sign for you to slow down a little bit, or at least prioritize. I'm even seeing something to do with time management as well. But you do not have to bear the burdens on your back alone. I'm even seeing like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Okay, there's a lot of people that could be coming your way that want to ask, like that want to offer you help, or people with whom you're going to form a mutual bond, mutual connection with, like you'll both give and take. So keep an eye out for opportunities and networking. I know this is a Three of Wands, but it does give me Three of Pentacles vibes a little bit as well. So I do see a lot of networking, talking, really like opening up, coming your way, a lot of socializing even. I am seeing maybe step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, but again, don't do anything that doesn't feel like natural to you, or like something that's like gonna end up causing you more stress than anything. Okay, because sometimes people do that. They're just like, they have so many things they want to do, and yeah, they want to do it all, and maybe they do like surface level things of everything, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, it's not as fulfilling, or they wish that gotten deeper into something else or prioritized something else over the other. um, or yeah, that's just what I'm seeing. Now is the time for you to kind of clear your mind, think about what it is that you want to do. This Three of Wands also gives like, okay, what's out there in the horizon, I really want to explore. But like, look how he's not just like jumping forward, like he's kind of standing still, kind of taking some time to contemplate and plan. Okay, so I'm really seeing like, Three of Wands, what distinguishes it from the Two of Wands is that, like, they both give off like ambitious vibes. Like, I have so much I want to do, I have so much I want to explore, there's so much on the horizon, like my opportunities are endless. Okay, the sky is the limit, all of that. But the Three of Wands has to do with actually planning before going forward, being a little bit strategic, thinking about your next move, your next step. Okay, so do like channel the energy of this card every time you feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed, you know with this Ten of Wands cards. Yeah. We also got the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of like opportunities coming your way. This really has to do with juggling opportunities, juggling things. I've heard different things about this card, but like from what I'm getting is that, like, yeah, you're gonna be taking on a lot of responsibilities, but again, this does have to do with time management. Think about what's more important for you. Think about what's more important in the long run. Think about what is your priority at the moment that's going to reap you the most benefits. Okay, now is the time to be a little bit selfish. Not to the point where you're like, hurting other people or anything, but like, go after your goals, go after your dreams, go after your passions. Don't like just ignore responsibilities, ignore adult type things, bills and stuff like that. Like, now is the time for you to get a little bit serious. And I feel like when you do that, something really great is gonna happen. I feel like, yeah, we got the Knight of Wands, so I do feel like there's an opportunity coming your way, something that you're really passionate about, something that's gonna be really fun for you, something that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Like, this, I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. Life is so fun. Work is so easy and fun for me. It doesn't, when something is really enjoyable, it doesn't feel like you're working. When you truly love something, like something, enjoy something, you will never work a day in your life. So that's what I'm seeing you're gonna attract. Yeah. But I am getting like, we got a lot of Wands energy. So it's like, I'm seeing that you might be trying out different things. Kind of fleeting things as well. The Knight of Wands does have a fleeting energy to it. Like, you're really passionate about something, it's really fun, but it kind of wears off a little bit. So that is also something that I'm seeing. And I feel like this Two of Wands is kind of advising you to get a little bit stable, kind of think more about what you want to do long term. It's okay to try out all these things. Actually, that's a good thing. This Knight of Wands is necessary, because at least you'll know what you like and what you don't like, and what you're good at, where your strengths lie, and things like that. But I'm seeing like at the end of the day, it is going to be, there is going to be a time where you're going to have to decide, okay, what is it that you want to do, that's going to be conducive to your highest being? What is it that's going to reap the most benefits? Like, I even channeled the Seven of Pentacles vibes here. Like, it's like the universe is telling you, you know, find something that you're really good at and, like, you know, really hone in on that. It's really interesting because I just watched a video. I even referenced him in the first video. It's this finance guy on YouTube, Nate O'Brien. Absolutely love him. Check him out. But in his like latest video, he literally said that you don't have to like be um well-rounded, like focus on one thing. Like, it is good to be the jack of all trades, don't get me wrong, but it's like if there's something that you're really good at, I'm seeing now is the time for you to focus on those strengths. And trust me when I say that it's gonna it's gonna reap you a lot of benefits. Oh my god, that doesn't even make sense. It's going to benefit you a lot, and you're going to be attracting a lot more options with the Seven of Cups. Okay, like, because you're so good at something, other people are going to notice you. They're going to like offer you options. And you know, I'm seeing a lot of people are going to really like that you're persistent, that you know that you're reliable, that you stick to one thing. I'm seeing that that could kind of be you already. Like, yes, you have a lot of hobbies, yes, you have a lot of things that you like doing, but the main thing that you want to do, it is something that you are focused on. I do feel like for a lot of you, you are focused on one thing over the other. Like, don't stop trying new things. But my point is, like, we got a similar message to one of the other piles today, but it's like after you've kind of tried out your hand at certain things, it's finally going to be time for you to choose. Okay, this Two of Pentacles kind of it sort of also gives off like similar to Two of Swords in the sense that like you have to kind of choose between two things, juggle between two priorities, and you know, choose the one that, like I said, is going to benefit you the most, reap you the most rewards. Yeah, but trust me when I say you're gonna have a lot of options coming your way, and it's really great. I actually want to even talk about your love life a little bit because I am getting love messages here with the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing a lot of passionate, fun times ahead. If you are single, I do feel like you're gonna be meeting someone with whom you're gonna have a lot of like fun times with, fun dates. They're gonna take you out. It's gonna be like, you know, really intimate and fun. Should that be, you know, something that you want, of course. We got the Seven of Cups, so you're gonna have a lot of options. I feel like now is the time for you to kind of date around, see what's out there, before you decide what you want to settle on, and um, or before you decide what you want for the long term. And what I'm really seeing is like, don't settle, don't um, bargain for less than what you're worth. Okay, like, you are worth, oh my gosh, there's like people banging on the door. Wow, it's like someone's really gonna come in banging at your door, knocking on your door. They're gonna offer you like, you know, passionate love, fun times. Like, I really do see that happening. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of partying ahead and just like you having fun, like you being very lighthearted, carefree. But again, you are gonna have a lot of options. That's what I'm seeing. Like, I feel like right now in your dating life, now, if again, whatever, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but you're going to be meeting like people that, you know, you're just going to kind of want to have fun with, and maybe eventually you'll decide who you want to be with for the long term. But I am sort of seeing that kind of energy come in. Maybe people that aren't like super like, okay, I'm not saying they'll never get serious, but it's like in the beginning they kind of just want to see where things are going, and maybe things can become serious from there on. Yeah, but if you're already with someone or seeing someone, this is this could also indicate that you're going to be reviving those passionate times with them, those intimate times, having fun, going out on dates and things like that. So yeah, basically expect you to be feeling a lot more lighthearted, like I said, carefree, not too worried. You know, that's a big change coming in. I feel like a lot of you guys could have been worried about something, but I feel like you're really gonna like let loose and have fun, in whatever way is best for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be like partying, just whatever makes you happy. But I'm just seeing a lot of options and opportunities coming your way, both in your love and career life. Again, if you're in a committed relationship, maybe the love part doesn't really resonate, but if you're single, I mean, now's the time to play the field if you want. But I just feel like you're gonna have a lot of people to choose from. I'm not saying you have to like date around and things if you're not comfortable, but it's just like you get to choose. Okay, like the world is literally at your disposal. So yeah, that's also what I'm seeing here. We also got the Three of Cups, so I'm just seeing like this is also a great time to really hang out with friends, hang out with you know, people with whom you have really great times with. This is the time to kind of go out, mingle, be social, talk to people, attend happy hours, you know, just get yourself out there a little bit. Again, should that be something that you want to do? If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. You know, focus on like your priorities. But like what I'm seeing with this Three of Cups is that like you are going to attract these people regardless. You're going to attract a lot of people that are going to be um, just drawn by your energy. You're very magnetizing, or very magnetic, very irresistible. A lot of people are going to want to be your friend. A lot of people are going to want to talk with you, chat with you, even try to form like deep intimate connections, because this does have to do with Three of Cups. This has to do with like meaningful relationships and friendships. Now's even the time for you to kind of revisit some friendships, maybe check up on someone. Or but this is more of like a party, like kind of have fun type of vibe here. So it would be great to like let loose, chill. If you've been feeling extra stressed out, like this is definitely a message for you as well. So yeah, yeah, a lot of like great, like, okay, we got a lot of like water energy and fire energy. So a lot of even getting in touch with your feelings is also what I'm seeing, kind of just like an underlying message or the side message here. And then with wands, like you really discovering your passions, you really discovering yourself on a deeper level, you exploring and adventuring a lot as well. So yeah. Oh my gosh, we also got the Page of Wands. So I feel like there's a message coming in for you as well. I keep seeing like so many cards about like traveling, looking out into the horizon, looking out into the distance. Like you are meant for really great things. You are meant to achieve so much in life, and this is just the beginning. Okay, this is a sign that like you have just gotten started. There's so much more that you have to experience. There's so many more blessings and fun things and exciting opportunities and adventures coming your way. Okay, so if things have been feeling a little bit stagnant, this is your sign that things are going to pick up the pace. We got so many Wands cards. We literally got the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so a lot of action and movement happening in your life, pile 3. That is super exciting. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and not pick, I'm gonna roll the astral dice to see what numbers we get, so I can look into my little Believe booklet and try to find a message for you from here. Again, my makeshift oracle cards. So yeah, these astral dice also have like other house placements and indicators, so I mean, we'll see what else we get here. Ooh, okay, we got Sun. Okay, and then we got the 6th house. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be like gaining a lot of recognition at work. You're really gonna be shining when it comes to like material world opportunities, um, work, career, service to others, like 6th house things. Okay, whatever planet is in your 6th house, whatever signs in your 6th house, now would be a time to figure that out, and you can do that by literally just calculating your birth chart. Just go online. Find a birth chart calculator. Just literally Google birth chart calculator and put in your details, day of birth, time of birth, place of birth. You'll find out what's in your 6th house or what your 6th house is. And again, I feel like this is just a general reading. It's going to be different for different people, but like your 6th house is, something that you're like, if you're trying to figure out your career, your path, whatever signs, whatever placements, whatever planets are in your 6th house could tell you a lot. Again, this tarot and astrology, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's more just like reflection of where you're at and just potential advice even. Okay, so it's not like you have to be confined to what I say or even your birth chart says, but could be great to check out. Yeah. And then we also got Gemini. So Gemini is all about like the mind. It's associated with Mercury. It's also associated with socializing, learning, curiosity, wisdom. So I really feel like the sun represents like where you're going to be shining. So I feel like 3rd house and 6th house is where you're going to be shining a lot. This also has to do with like siblings and friends. So I feel like you're just gonna be developing deeper bonds with your siblings if you have any cousins, kind of like people your generation type. I mean, they don't have to be your age, but like maybe people that like you spent a lot of time with in your childhood, even, or people that you grew up with. There's also going to be like I just see you like revisiting times or making new memories as well. Yeah, and then like I said, this Gemini has to do with Mercury, so I feel like it's interesting because I'm filming this during the Mercury retrograde, but I'm actually seeing that communication is going to improve. I see your throat chakra definitely being more activated. Now is the time for you to like really talk about anything and everything. Get your thoughts out there. I'm seeing that people really love everything that you have to say and share with the world. You're very intellectual, you're very wise, knowledgeable, even like wise beyond your years. So that's definitely something I'm seeing here, and I don't think I said that in the other pile, so that's really great. I'm seeing whatever your truth is, now is the time to speak that truth. Okay, maybe you could even go online or go to YouTube and literally search up throat chakra meditations in order to activate that more and be able to spread your message more, because I do feel like a lot of you have so much that you want to share with the world, your own experiences, spreading your message and things like that. So Yeah, this is a sign for you to go ahead and do that because you're going to be very successful. Like you're literally going to be shining and gaining recognition with the sun card here. So yeah, okay, so we did get the number 6, so I'm going to go ahead and flip to the 6th page to see what quote is on here. Like I said, this is just some like random book that I got at Barnes and Nobles. It's by Peter Popper Press, and it's literally just called Believe. It was $5, but I take it with me everywhere I go, especially when I travel. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we. This is by MLK. Wow. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. Wow. Okay, so everything that you have been through, everything that you have experienced, has only shaped you to be a better person. Okay, your future is looking so bright with the stars here, and it's like I'm seeing, like the quote says, if you hadn't experienced the low times, you might not have been able to appreciate the high times as well. And I'm even seeing like this, MLK was a very wise person, also great at speaking. That kind of has to do with the whole Gemini thing that we rolled here. He really impacted people through his words, through his lectures, through his messages. So that's, definitely something that you are destined to do. Whatever it is, I feel like maybe some of you guys could be better at like blogging or writing, whatever medium you use for communication, maybe video making, maybe even making TikToks to spread a message, or just talking to people, hosting webinars, whatever it is. Now is the time for you to keep doing that because you are impacting a lot of people, and so many people are benefiting from what you have to say, and so many people look forward to what you have to say. And like literally, like you sound so smart, knowledgeable, wise. You're very interesting, very intellectual. You're just a very intriguing individual as well. And like people, I'm even seeing like, this Gemini, like very social house. Okay, like seriously, your social life is going to see a huge increase. Or like, you're just going to be connecting with like-minded people, maybe even people from your soul tribe, which is really great. Yeah, but the whole thing about only in the darkness can you see the stars is like, whatever you have been through, don't you don't necessarily have to dwell on that, but maybe just like reflect on that and see how far you've come. Okay, really praise yourself, do something to treat yourself. Okay, because you are so resilient, you have bounced back through some really hard times, and it takes a really powerful person to do that. So if you're here right now, you're watching this video, you manifested this message, good for you. Go out and treat yourself, buy that thing that you've been wanting to buy if you want. Give yourself a pat on the back, but do something you know that kind of indicates, or anything self-love type, like draw yourself a bubble bath or something, or book a vacation. Even with the whole 3 of Wands energy, maybe that could also be what that meant. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile 3. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that this reading resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.